wasn't a single person supported the match.
Elizabeth was about to get married. The other party was Prince Mountbatten of Greece. According to the royal marriage law at the time, the royal spouse could not be a foreign monarch or heir to the throne. So before getting married, Philip had to make some sacrifices. He had to completely give up his original identity, put down the title of Greek prince, accept the king's personal canonization and honors, and formally integrate into the British royal family. The wedding was held as scheduled. It was solemn and grand. At this time, an old man came late. Thunderous cheers broke out outside the hall. Everyone looked sideways. That person was none other than the former British Prime Minister, Churchill. He was a national hero in the hearts of the people of the country. As soon as he appeared, he became the focus of the audience. He walked slowly into the hall. Everywhere he went, the guests stood up to pay tribute. Churchill seemed to like this feeling of supremacy of power, but it was precisely because of his overconfidence that many officials were dissatisfied.
Winston still thinks he's the father of the nation.
The wedding ended successfully. Relatives and friends gathered together to take precious group photos. George VI called his daughter to his side and gave her a camera in person, hoping that she would use the camera to record her happy life. A few years after the marriage, Elizabeth was indeed as her father had expected. She lived a very happy life. They gave birth to a pair of children, Charles and Anne. The whole family was immersed in joy. But the bad news came. The king was seriously ill and was undergoing a lung resection in London. After hearing the news, Elizabeth immediately returned to London with her husband and children. Outside the ward, the family members waited nervously for the results.
I'm happy to say the procedure went well.
The operation was finally over, but the doctor concealed the king's true condition. At the same time, 76-year-old Churchill was participating in the election, and became the British Prime Minister again with a slight advantage. The next day, George VI summoned Churchill to personally congratulate him. George VI suggested, "It's time for Elizabeth to take over the responsibility of the Commonwealth visit instead of him." But Churchill seemed a little hesitant. His eyes fell on the king and he noticed something unusual. In fact, George VI's condition was very serious. In order to prevent Churchill from noticing, he even put on makeup to cover up his haggard face. However, no matter how sophisticated the disguise was, it still couldn't hide from Churchill's eyes.